Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video has been delayed several times. I'm so sorry. I meant to get this out like 2 weeks ago or more, but this is what I am putting in my kids' Easter baskets this year. So this is Easter 2025. I currently, for this Easter, have a 15-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 3-year-old. So there's a big difference in what I'm putting in these baskets. Like I said, I meant to do this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it just got delayed. I don't know, just life. But anyway, I've got everything here and I'm ready to show you. One of the things that made this get delayed a little bit was because I had already done the shopping like 3 weeks ago. A lot of my stuff usually comes from Dollar Tree, and that's what I did. I went and made a Dollar Tree run and I got things, and then I decided to not go with that. I did not like the things that I had gotten. So I did buy some things and I'm just going to give them to my kids. Mostly my oldest daughter. It was stuff that I had got for her that I just was, nah, I don't know. It didn't look like a good Easter basket. It didn't look like something she would really want. Not really want, but like something that she would like as a gift, like an Easter gift. It was a good idea at the time, but then after I looked at it, I was like, no, this ain't gonna work. So usually I do kind of a theme. Like I'll do like spring stuff. Like I'll do like stuff that the kids are going to use outside, and you will see some of that here, but then I kind of veered off course. It was mainly my 15-year-old. Like I just couldn't think of anything that kind of went with the theme for her, because the stuff that I had gotten just didn't work. So anyway, let me get into this. I spent, let's see, 3 kids, $75.26, so about $25 per kid. Usually I try to keep this at $20, and that was hard this year. And this average, actually, it wouldn't have been that much, but one of the things I got from my oldest, my 15-year-old, was a lot more expensive than anything else. And I'll explain that here in a little bit. If I had not went that extreme on that one item, I would have brought this down, I don't know, probably $10 or $15. So yeah, I probably could have done this at $20 a piece had I not done this, but you'll see what I got, and I think she's going to really like it. I don't go all out. Like I said, this was about $25 average per kid. You know, I wish I could do more, but this is what we got, and I think they're going to like it. You don't have to do, you know, $100, those big, huge baskets that you get. You don't have to spend $100 per kid on Easter. I've never been big on the Easter baskets, like making it extravagant. I try to keep it simple and make it things they like. And again, I'm sorry for making this video so late. This gives you about a week. Everything I got either came from Dollar Tree, Walmart, or Amazon. And you still have time. I'm going to try to get this video edited and posted, so you'll see it Sunday, the week before Easter. So you do still have time. If any of this seems like a good idea, something that you could use for your kids and you want to run and get it, you can maybe 2-day ship the Amazon stuff or run to Walmart. Most of this stuff, if you can't get it on Amazon, you can get it on Walmart anyway. So I'm going to jump right into it. Let me start with my youngest. This is his basket. It's a sand bucket from Walmart. He's not going to know the difference. So this bucket was, I'm telling you the price with tax just so you could see like the actual total. I'm not skimping on the tax when I'm including the money amounts. So with tax was $4.13. The Easter, if you go to the seasonal section, the Easter section, a bucket this size was like $6, $7, $8. So this one was like 3 something, you know, with tax, $4.13. So this is, and it's a lot heavier duty. You know, it's a thicker material than the flimsy little $1.25 baskets that, or even the $5 ones that they had in the seasonal section were the like thin plastic. This is a heavy duty. Like he's gonna carry this outside, carry his monster trucks around, and throw dirt around in it and stuff all summer, and it'll probably be hanging around by next Easter because it's a good material. So that's gonna be his basket. I'm probably even gonna leave the little scooper on there, and we'll put the filler in there and put his stuff in there. So that's his basket. I try to do, like with my girls, I do a stuffed animal, but I wasn't really gonna do a stuffed animal with him because I saw this. So this is his stuffed animal. Or this is his item in the stuffed animal category. So he's got the Dinosaur. This comes from Dollar Tree, so $1.25 with tax is $1.34. Also Dollar Tree, it's a little bubble set. This is supposed to, it says like so that they don't spill it. You put the bubble solution down in the bottom and it's got the wands. You put this cap back on it and he just, it's pretty heavy. I think it's maybe weighted on the bottom, so maybe it won't tip over. and it comes with the wand so they can dip it in there. And even if they do tip it over, it's going to take a lot for it to all come out that hole. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But that was Dollar Tree, so $1.34 on that. These two things, I was trying to get him something to play with in church. These are magnets, little activity cases. One was a Paw Patrol and one is a Spider-Man. And it's got, it says over 15 magnets on each one. Magnet activity, 1 scene plus 2 magnet sheets. So it comes, like, when you open it up, I think it's sealed, so I haven't opened it yet. When you open it up, I think the inside has the little scene on it, and it comes with 2 sheets of the little magnet stickers. So I think that he's going to love that. That's the kind of thing that catches his attention. He doesn't like to draw so much, but he will do the stickers and the magnets. So these were $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, so with tax, $1.34 each. And then we got him a monster truck. This was one that he did not have yet, and he can tell you the names of all the monster trucks he has, and he did not have that one yet. That come from Walmart with tax. It was $4.15. And that's it. Like, he's going to have some candy to go in it, and I got some filler, but, like, that almost fills his bucket up. So once we put the stuff in it, put some candy around it. Oh, and I totally forgot, the eggs. I didn't buy any plastic eggs because we keep them every year. Some of them, you know, they get, the kids will want to keep hiding eggs, like, throughout the next couple weeks, so they get lost in the house, and they get broken and all that. But we still have several eggs. I put them up in the top of my closet, and I'll bring those down and use those and refill them, so I didn't have to pay anything for plastic eggs. Reuse the plastic eggs. All right, so that's his. Pretty simple. He had 5 items in his bucket. I'm going to go to my 10-year-old. This is her bucket. I did get the, this is like the Dollar Tree Walmart equivalent, so it was $1.25 or $1.34 for this bucket. They have a bunch of the cheaper buckets along with like $5 and $6 buckets, and it's just the difference of like the characters that are on them or something. But she'll probably use this one. Something we like to do is I'll put put several holes in the bottom of them and plant some flowers in them, and that's a cute little flower bucket outside on the front porch. So that's her bucket, $1.34 for that. Her stuffed animal, this come from Dollar Tree. It's a little lamb, so $1.34 for that. Dollar Tree, she's got a headband. She likes wearing headbands. I don't know if she's going to love this one. It seems soft, like she doesn't like when it gets really tight. But we'll see. This will be a cute for church outfit headband. There's that. She's got a necklace. I'm not going to open this one. I got my other daughter one of these. I'm going to show you this. This come off of Amazon. It's a choker type necklace, and it's got the little pearls and the different colored beads. So this one is for my older daughter. It's got an M on it. But it's a small one. It's gonna fit them both. It's got a little extender on it, but I think it'll fit them both pretty good. So I got that. I got one of those for both, but I'll show you the 15-year-olds in a little bit. So this is my 10-year-olds. She's got that necklace with her initial on it. And then I was going for like kind of an outdoorsy spring theme at first. So this went along with that. This come from Dollar Tree. My 10-year-old, she loves bugs. She likes going outside and finding snails and all kinds of stuff. So this little thing come from the Dollar Tree. It's got a light on the inside of it, so you can put your little bug in there and examine it and turn the little light on and check it out. And it's got a magnifying glass. I think she's going to like that. That was $1.34. And then another little bug catching thing. She's got a net and then a clear little holder. And I think it's got, yeah, it's got like a little magnifying glass up there too. And it's got the air hole so you can keep them in there for a little bit. I don't hardly ever let her keep any kind of bugs. Lightning bugs. I usually let them keep through the night and then let them go the next day. But I try not to let her keep any of the critters that she finds outside for extended periods of time. So this will be for like the day. But that was pretty cute. I think she's going to like that. She had 5 items in her bucket, and that's it. And she'll have some filler and some candy. I'll show you the share. Like the candy, I got something to split between all of them, so I'll show you that in a second. So that's my 10-year-old. My 15-year-old, she only has 4 items because I spent more money on her bucket, and I'll show you what that is in a second. So she's got the necklace. I already had that pulled open so you could see that. I'll have to close that back up. She's got some claw clips. She's always has claw clips in her hair. So that's a set. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you. The necklace, $7.48 off of Amazon. So and I didn't even give you the total. Sorry, I'm messing up. I had the numbers in my head. My 3-year-old, his total for everything that I got for him, not counting the candy, like just his individual stuff, was $13.64. And then the total for my 10-year-old was $14.18. Now back to my 15-year-old. We've got the necklace that come off Amazon. These clips were Dollar Tree, $1.34. This lip gloss, let's see, lip balm was off of Amazon, $3.52. She's got the duck from Dollar Tree, $1.34. Now, this next item, this is what I'm using as her bucket. My 15-year-old likes anything that's what she calls vintage. Now, for me, and this might make you mad, might make you feel old. When I'm thinking something is vintage, I'm thinking like something from my parents' childhood and maybe a little older. So I'm thinking vintage is like 1950s, 60s, 40s, 30s, maybe get older than that, like my grandparents' age or childhood, 1920s. I'm thinking like antique. So that means that my kids, when they think vintage, they're thinking from my childhood, like 80s and 90s. That's vintage to them. And my daughter likes vintage things. So this is her bucket. It's a caboodle. This is vintage. But they have these on Amazon and Walmart. This one was with tax, $16.46. Amazon had like 15 different colors. This one was one of the cheaper colors. They had some that are like, I don't know, like themed with different things that were up to like $30 a piece. But it's a caboodle. It's like what I remember using when I was a kid. It's got the mirror that flips up here. And she was talking about caboodles not too long ago, like saying like, why is that not a thing? Why doesn't everybody use a caboodle? That would be so cool to have my makeup in. So she's getting a caboodle. I hope she likes it. She is a little weird about space and how much space something's going to take up, like something being too big in her bedroom. So it may be that this is something that she just uses when she is spending the night somewhere or something. But regardless, I think she's going to really like it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have this set open. And then I'm going to put her, like I'll put the filler stuff in there. And then I'll set the stuff on top of the filler. And I'll just have it sitting on like both sides like this, along with her candy. So not the conventional type of basket for Easter, but I think she's going to really like it. And I don't believe she has any idea that I was actually going to get something like this for her. But yeah, she's got a caboodle. All right, now the shared items, and this killed the budget. The candy killed the budget. I could have went with the cheap off-brand stuff, but I like getting them something that they're going to like. All right, so I try to get something that's not chocolate, and then something that's chocolate, like something they can take to church kind of candy, and then something that's not. So what we got was gummy clusters, individual packs, so that we can separate them and put them in each one. This was $10, $10.64. So this was like the most expensive thing we got. I spent $13 on all of my son's stuff in here, and this was $10. But we're going to split that up. And then we got the white chocolate, or not white chocolate, cookies and cream. The Hershey Eggs cookies and creams. We'll split these up, put them in some of their, the plastic Easter eggs. I might put some change, like some money in some of the eggs. That, it's just fun to get stuff in the eggs. And that would make technically that would make my money amount go up. But I'm just going to find some loose change around the house and put in the eggs. And then put some of these eggs inside of the eggs. And then for filler, I was going to get the grass, the little paper grass stuff that you use for the filler. That stuff is expensive. And like, I'm trying to pinch pennies here and make this stuff come out to about $20 per kid, and we were pushing it. So I grabbed the grass stuff. I had 2 different size bags at Walmart. They were like, the smallest bag was $1, and then the next step up, which wasn't a whole lot bigger, was $1.64, I think. And so I picked up both of them, and I'm like, we're spending $1.75, almost $2 on just the stuff that's going to immediately get put in the trash. So I was like, I think I can find something cheaper. So I went to go see if I could find like some polyfill stuff. That probably would end up being even more expensive. But I came across this. Streamers in the birthday section. It might look stupid. I hope not. But I'm going to like tear this up and wad it up and lay it in the bottom as the filler. You know, it's not the grass. It's not going to look the same. But they're just going to throw it in the trash. It's just to make it look pretty. It's just for the presentation before they start ripping into their stuff. They're more worried about the candy anyway. So I got one of these, and they were supposed to be $1 each, but one rung up at 75 cents and the other one rung up at $1 for some reason. So total spent $1.87 on these two things. And I probably ain't even going to need both of them. I'll probably start with the blue one and use that one. But yeah, I'm going to pull this apart, wad it up, push it, make it kind of look presentable, and use that as the filler. And that is it. I've showed you everything. So cost-wise, on my 15-year-old, I spent $30.14. On my 10-year-old, I spent $14.18. 3-year-old, $13.64. The candy and the streamer stuff that's split between all three of them total was $17.30. So total altogether, $75.26 for 3 kids. So about $25 per kid average. You know, I spent more on if I had not spent that, got the caboodle for my oldest, this number would have been way down. If I'd have just got that stuff and put it in a $1.25 bucket, it would have been a lot cheaper. So everything is going to be linked below that is from Amazon. The other stuff I will, you know, I'll make a list maybe. If it didn't come from Amazon, it came from Dollar Tree or Walmart. And I told you as I was going through it. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, you can run out there this week before Easter and get it. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And I will see you in the next video, which is going to be curriculum flip-throughs reveals on the next ones. All right. See you later.